Hello students, today we are going to start the spherical mirror, image formation and their uses, this topic. Now you know what is a plane mirror, you have at home also. Now in this video we are going to study about the spherical mirror. You know, spherical mirror is a mirror which is made from a sphere or which is a part of the sphere, and the surface of the mirror is a curve, is a part of the sphere. This is a part sphere of which this mirror is a part. Okay, and we call them spherical mirror. Now there are two types of spherical mirror, concave mirror and convex mirror. If the reflecting surface, if this is the reflecting surface is inward, you can see this is the reflecting surface inward and silver surface outward, then we call that mirror concave mirror. But on the other hand, if the reflecting surface is outward and the curved silver surface is inward, just opposite to this, then we will say convex mirror. So concave mirror, the reflecting surface is inward, and convex mirror, the reflecting surface is outward. Okay. Now, concave mirror. So how we are making a concave mirror? We will take a piece of spherical glass and silver the inner surface. Okay, then it will become a convex mirror. Now some terms. Center of curvature. Now you know that, as we have just discussed, that a mirror is made from a sphere. So center of curvature of the mirror is the center of the sphere of which mirror is a part. So center of the sphere of which mirror is a part is called what? Center of curvature of the mirror. Similarly, radius of curvature. Next term, radius of curvature. The radius of curvature of the spherical mirror is the part. The radius of spherical, the radius of sphere of which the spherical mirror is a part is called radius of curvature. Okay. Now we are going to study about aperture. Aperture, the plane surface area of the mirror through which reflection of light takes place. Means the area of the mirror. See, suppose this is a mirror. The area of the mirror where the reflection will take place. The area of this mirror where the reflection will take place is called the aperture. And one more term, that is the pole. Pole. Okay, so pole. The pole is what? The geometrical center of the spherical surface of the mirror is called the pole. Means this point, the geometrical center of the pole. The center of the sphere, this point is called center of curvature, and center of the mirror is called the pole. Now, principal axis. What is principal axis? An imaginary line joining the center of curvature to pole. An imaginary line passing through the center of curvature and pole is called the principal axis. Okay. Now we are going to study how the reflection of light takes place. See, the reflection of light through plane concave spherical mirror also follows the law of reflection. How? Suppose this is an incident ray and this is the reflected ray. So the line joining the point of incidence to the center of curvature. Please hear it properly. The line joining point of incidence to the center of curvature is considered as a normal. This is the normal. So this is normal. What is this? This is the line joining center of curvature to the point of incidence. So if when this is normal, then this angle will be what? I. That is the angle between the incident ray and normal. And this angle will be R, the angle between the reflected ray and normal. So as we know, according to the law of reflection, I is equal to R. Similarly here also. See, now there is one difference. Whenever you will draw the diagram, the center of curvature and focal length, all this, now we are going to what is focal length to that term. They lie in front of the mirror in case of concave mirror, and these things lie behind the mirror in case of convex mirror. So this is the center of curvature in front of the mirror, and this is the center of curvature behind the mirror. Okay, because this is a virtual, the ray does not appear here. Okay, now see, so suppose I am drawing an incident ray. This is the incident ray, AD. After reflection, it will pass through BD in this direction, DB. So now this line from C to D, this imaginary line joining C to D is considered as normal. This is what? This is the normal, and so this angle I is equal to angle R. Okay. Focus and focal length. Now what is focus? See, in this diagram try to understand what is focus. Let us first study about the concave mirror, and then I will also explain you what is the focus in case of convex mirror. Now let us try to understand what is focus in terms of concave mirror. See, this is a spherical mirror, right? Concave mirror. Now if these are many rays, as you can see, these are the rays which are parallel to principal axis. The incident rays are all parallel to principal axis. So after reflection, this red lines rays are reflected rays, and these black rays are incident rays. So after reflection, they will meet at a point, and that point is called what? And that point is called principal focus or just focus. So focus of a concave mirror is what? See the definition. The focus of a concave mirror is a point on the principal axis through which the light rays incident parallel to the principal axis pass after reflection. Okay, so this is what. See, here they have told what? That if the incident rays are parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection they will meet at a point on the principal axis, and that point is called focus. Secondly, if the rays are parallel to passing through this, suppose let us consider another scenario where the incident rays are passing through this point, then after reflection they will become parallel. Okay, the two cases are here. If the incident rays are parallel, after reflection they will pass through focus. If the incident rays are passing through focus, then after reflection they will become parallel. Now see, what is the case of convex mirror? See, this you can see the black rays. These rays are all parallel to the principal axis. This is the principal axis on which the point PFC is written. This line PFC is the principal axis, and all the incident rays are parallel to the principal axis. So focus of a convex mirror is a point on the principal axis from which the light rays incident parallel to the principal axis appear to come from. So now see what is happening. If the incident rays are parallel to principal axis, then after reflection these are going this way, and if you trace back all these reflected rays, you will see they are originating from a point, means appearing to originate, or you can say appearing to diverge from a point, and that point is called focus. So in case of convex mirror, focus is an imaginary point, is a virtual point where the reflected rays which are parallel to principal axis are appearing to diverge from. Means it is appearing that these rays, that you can see that these red rays, that is the reflected rays, they are appearing to diverge from this point, and we call that point what? As principal focus. Okay. Now focal plane. Acha, focal length is what? The distance between the focus and the pole in both cases, whether it is a concave mirror or convex mirror, doesn't matter. The distance between the focus and the pole is called what? The focal length. Okay. Now let's come to focal plane. Focal plane is a plane passing through the focus. Okay. Now what is the importance of this? See, suppose the incident rays are parallel, not parallel to principal axis, but they are parallel to themselves. In that case, what will happen? All these rays will converge at a point on the focal plane. Okay, so this is the need of focal plane. Acha, now, so ray diagram. So ray diagram, actually I am just giving you the how to draw the ray diagram, and in the ray diagram I will explain in the next live class how to draw the ray diagram. Now see, what are the important rays when we are considering the ray diagram? See, if any ray is passing through center of curvature, I told you the ray through center of curvature is considered as normal. So it will go back in the same direction. There will be no deviation. This is coming this way, it will go back in the same direction. Okay, also for the case of convex mirror. Second ray, this was the first ray. Second, if the incident ray is passing through, is parallel to principal axis, then the reflected ray will happen what? Then the reflected ray will pass through focus. Okay, this we have just studied. And if the incident ray is passing through focus, then the reflected ray will be parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so students, these are the main important rays, and in the next live class we will discuss the ray diagram and we will complete the remaining part of the chapter. Some part of the chapter has been reduced, that I will tell you in the next live class. Okay students, have a nice day.